Good morning. It is Sunday, October 10th. It is now 7:05 in the morning, and I have woken up at 4 today. I did get a full 8 hours of sleep. I went to bed, well, maybe 7 hours. I went to bed at 9 o'clock last night, so it all works out. But I've been working on my sweater, and guess what? I have sleeve 1 done. Here we are. Here is sleeve number 1. So what I ended up doing was I picked out the ribbon. I picked out the ribbing that I had already knit and pulled it out and picked up the ribbing with the leftover yarn that I had from when I knit the body and the not the collar. When I knit the body, I had a little bit of yarn left over I talked about. I picked it out and did the ribbing in that so that I can also do the ribbing with this on the other sleeve, and maybe they'll match a little better if I need it, so that the cuffs will both be the different color. And then I noticed that I was having a really hard time when I switched to the size 6 needles, down a needle size to do the cuff, the ribbing on the cuff. I had a really hard time with these 12-inch circs. These are Addies. So these are the Addie 12 inches. These have been in my stash or my needle collection for a really long time. I've had them for years, and I haven't really used them because they're a little hard to knit with, and I'm thinking the whole time that this is because it's a 12-inch needle. Well, I went and I bought the Chiaogu 12-inch from the yarn store the other day, and look at this. Look at the difference in the needle tip size. Like, is this necessary for them to be that long? So this has a smaller tip. The Chiaogu has a smaller tip, and it made knitting in the round, like, okay, excuse me, the light reflecting off my glasses is killing me. It made knitting so much harder than it needed to be. Like, once I switched over to, and I don't have these in a size 6, so I'm going to have to go to the yarn store, and I think that I'm going to add these to my collection in multiple sizes. I'm just so impressed. I really am. So, lesson learned, not all knitting needles are created equal. I didn't realize that there would be such a stark difference between the two, but I will have to say that hands down, Chiaogu is the better 12-inch circular needle. So I'm glad I discovered that. Another thing I discovered was that after knitting a few sweaters, knitting them to the specifications for my size, I've come to realize that my sleeves are way too long when I knit them for the size of the sweater that I choose. So I am a 36-inch bust. I'm a 34 double D. And I have to choose between 36, 38 size frames for my sweaters to fit. But I'm still a small person. I'm only 5'3". So I think what I need to start doing is I need to start knitting the sleeve length of the smaller size, and maybe even the length of the smaller size, but the width of the larger size, because my sweaters are coming out way too long and the sleeves are coming out way too long. A lot of this could also be solved with swatching and blocking the swatch, blocking the swatch. I just don't see myself doing it. Like, I do see myself swatching and maybe trying it next sweater, but I kind of know what my gauge is with each yarn weight and what needle size I have to use. So like if I'm knitting worsted weight, size 7. If I'm knitting DK weight, size 6 or 5. And sport weight, size 4. That's just how I knit. So what I really need to take into consideration with the swatching is the percentage of growth. That is something that I cannot control. and it's based on the yarn. So next time I will swatch, I will block it, and I will see the percentage of growth and then go from there and choose my needle size. But I don't see myself making multiple swatches. I just don't. Anyway, here's another cool thing that I did. I wanted to show you. So here is my sleeve decreases. This is really not that cool. It's just, so I have this stitch holder. You know, you put your stitches on the stitch holder, and I just popped it on there with one of these. I bought a bag of these from Amazon for like $3. Like, it was like a whole bag. It was ridiculous. So I have them everywhere, and it's a row counter, manual row counter. And it just makes it so that I don't have to switch back and forth between my app to hit the row counter. Like, I don't have to keep my phone alive for the row counter that long. I could just shut it off and use this to count. Like, on this one I decreased like every so and so amount of rows, so I would just keep track of the rows this way, throw in a decrease, and count them this way instead of using row counters on my phone. Plus, this is more accurate because you can mess up your row counters on your phone, but you're not going to mess up marking what you've done. So it is Sunday. I have off. I will be bothering Tom. He doesn't know it yet, but I will be bothering Tom. I'm sure he knows. We do this every Sunday. And I'm going to knit this other sleeve as quickly as possible because I said this a million times, but I really want to knit shawlography. Like, I really want to share what I'm working on there. So I'm going to buckle down and focus on this. Now, day 10 admin. Let's see what we got. This is pretty. Come true. Look at that. Come true. Now I wonder if this has to do with, like, is this a movie or like a reference for a movie? Because I looked it up. So the room 320, I think it was room 327 was the number for the skein a few days ago. And that is a reference from The Shining. And I haven't seen The Shining since I was a kid, so I missed that reference. But now I'm curious as to what this come true reference is. But this color is absolutely gorgeous. Thank you again. I love Yarn Cafe Creations dye style. Like, she's going to Rhinebeck, and I'm so excited to meet her and Tristan. Hopefully I run into them. And it's going to be a really good time. So I'm going to work on this sleeve, and I'll get back to you. So I never made it to Tom's this morning. Tom overslept, and then one of our kids was feeling a little sick, so I stayed home to monitor that situation. And then I took a nap, and now I'm back to knitting again, but I wanted to do, oh my goodness, I'm throwing stuff over here. I wanted to do my daily tarot card pull and share something with you. So for today's tarot card pull, I'm going to be using the Crystal Unicorn Tarot deck by Pamela Chen. It's one of my favorite decks because this deck is all about positivity. Even the way she wrote the guidebook that comes with it is all positive. And how can unicorns not be? She took the traditional Rider-Waite series and turned it into a unicorn series, and I'll show you what I mean. So here's the back of the cards. They're super cute and whimsical. And then every card in the deck is exactly, of course they're all upside down, is exactly the way that the traditional deck is pictured, except with unicorns. It is so cute and so funny just to see the little unicorns in all the poses. So let's give this a shuffle. What do I need to learn for today? Ooh, this is the Lovers. So the Lovers is what it is. It is about love and relationships and about duality. It's about sometimes the choices we make, or let me not say choices, like the balance that we have in ourselves, like our morals. It's what makes us us, the things that define us. And the Lovers card is just, so let me read what she has here, because I just love Pamela's take on all of the cards. The Lovers. It says Morganite is the ultimate love stone, like rose quartz on crack, which is how you might be feeling at this moment with this card popping up. You might be doing stuff out of the ordinary because you're so in love. It may mean you found an actual person that you cannot resist, and it can also mean that you have found some spiritual insights and you're making peace with your fears, making wise choices to harmonize two opposing sides, love, attraction, and union. So all good things, all good things. So I wanted to share with you my glasses, because you have seen me wear the clear version of these glasses, and this is the black version. And what makes these glasses so special, and I am not paid by this company to say this is just something that I stumbled on by myself that I'm just really excited about. So this is called Pair Eyewear, P-A-I-R, and they're all about toppers, and the glasses are magnetic on the sides, and you can change the look of your glasses in a snap. So here is my blood splatter, or not blood splatter, this is paint splatter. They do have blood splatter. So that's that one. I have a whole collection of these, and I have Halloween ones coming. So some of these look better, like the white ones look better with the clear, which is why I have the clear frames. But either way, that still looks really good. This one is donuts. Look at that. And what's even cooler about them is that the glasses are only $60. Yeah, $60 for the glasses. Like, I wasn't sure because my face shape, this one's cute. This one is little llamas, party llamas. St. Patrick's Day. I lost my train of thought. I'm just having so much fun with these toppers. But the toppers that, okay, so what I was saying was that I wasn't sure that the glasses were going to fit my face shape. But for $60 and with a return guarantee, you have really nothing to lose. And they've since added a bunch more frames. Look at those. So there's like a cat eye frame now. This is called the Larkin, which looks great on so many face shapes. I didn't think it was going to look good on me because I have such a small face and I have a kid's face. This is one of my favorite ones. This is the Love Pride ones. So they say love wins on the top, little hearts. And then they have the Rainbow Pride. These are Harry Potter, my Hogwarts house, which is Gryffindor. I am a Gryffindor. Skulls and Crossbones. Hearts, because I had to have hearts. I love red and I love hearts. This is one of my favorite toppers. This is Easter eggs. And what I love the most about these glasses is the sunglass toppers. Yeah, styling. So I will link those down below. That's Pair Eyewear. It's like a tongue twister. Just for me though, because I'm challenged. But I will link that down below, and I'm going to get back to knitting my sleeve and see how much progress I can make today. right, so it is the end of the night. It's about 11 o'clock at night, and I did not get as much done on my sweater today because waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning ruined my whole entire schedule, and I kept falling asleep all day. So I fell asleep on the couch a couple times and just woke up at 11. I fell asleep at like 7 o'clock on the couch. So this should be a fun night of sleep for me to figure out how I'm gonna sleep the rest of the night. But this is where I've gotten on my sleeve, the second sleeve. So I'm expecting to finish this by tomorrow. I basically got a little over half a sleeve left. I think I could do it if I keep saying if I just sit down and focus on it, but things keep coming up. So we'll see. Definitely gonna buckle down and try to do this because I'm running out of time. So I still need time to block it. So even if I finish it tomorrow, I'm still pushing the button for how much time I need for it to dry. We'll see how this goes. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun to watch. All right, everyone. I hope everyone had an amazing day, and I hope that everyone has an amazing night, and I will see you in the morning. Have a good night.